What's up, everybody? It's your boy Retro Rogue, and I am back. And you know what that means? It is time for some more RWBY World of Remnant. That's right, we're going to finish our World of Remnant. We got episodes 13 and 14. About to knock those out. And yeah, we're going to get into it right now. So here we go, man. World of Remnant 13, 14. Let's get it on. Between Kingdoms.
So, now you know more about the kingdoms. But, what's between the big cities? Alright, the easy answer is RWBY. There's no reason to beat around the bush. They're out there. And it probably won't go well if you run into one.
Oh, right.
That's okay, because you're a huntsman. Or huntress. And you've trained at one of the major academies, so you're probably fine. Just don't get yourself overrun by a pack of them. Now, after a long day of killing Grimm and saving the world, you're going to probably want to stop at a small town inn. Small villages dot the land between the major cities. You might ask, with the wilderness being so dangerous, why not just live in the big cities? Well, that life isn't meant for everyone. These small towns are founded by people that have a problem with the kingdoms, or don't want to deal with the kingdom's problems, or maybe just enjoy the simpler life and would rather take their chances in the wild than in a kingdom. It goes about as well as you'd think. If the founders are smart, then there's a good chance these towns can survive for the same reason the kingdoms continue to. Natural barriers, strong defenses, and stubborn citizens. If you don't have at least a few of those, then the chances of a town lasting more than a year isn't great. Unfortunately, it's not just the Grimm running around ruining towns. Wandering bandits are another threat. These groups of usually fairly skilled fighters travel the lands, never settling in one place. They often prey on convoys, sending goods between kingdoms. But that's not all. These raiders will often wait for a town to be at its weakest, maybe after a Grimm attack or while its fighters are out hunting, before finally moving in at night and striking. Bunch of jerks. The worst part is, if the Grimm hadn't attacked before, you'd better be damn sure they will now. You can't exactly have bandits raid your town without at least a few negative emotions. This is also why bandits never stay in the towns they conquer. With attitudes like the ones they have, Grimm tend to be pretty interested in them as well. As long as they keep moving, they've got a better chance of survival. Besides these small towns, the areas between kingdoms really depend on the continent. Harsh deserts, icy tundras, lush forests, you name it. At this point, pretty much every inch of Remnant has been mapped out. Although there are some areas that no one's gone into and come out alive.
Of
course, somewhere out there is where she is.
Man, I tell you, I have never in my life seen or watched something where the villain is just, even now that we are going into season 5 and we're getting at the end of season 4, she is just, she gives me the creeps, man. She does. But let's go ahead on and let's hop on into the next episode. The Faunus. All right, do a little history about the Faunus.
You know, most of us spend a lot of time talking about mankind versus Grimm, but technically there is a third party in the mix. the faunus. In case you're not in the know, the faunus are a species on Remnant that appear to be human in just about every way but one. Each faunus has a single animalistic trait, some more apparent than others. Ram horns, tiger claws, cat ears. I swear, on my huntsman's license, I once saw a guy regrow his severed lizard tail. I swear, no amount of drinking can make you forget that pretty picture. As far as everyone's aware, faunus have been around as long as mankind, if not a little longer. History gets a little fuzzy past a certain point, but we do know that their kind and ours are completely compatible from a biological standpoint. Take two wolf faunus, and you get a little wolf cub kiddo. A wolf faunus and a human also typically means your little bundle of joy's teething phase could get a little dicey. But if you take a wolf faunus and a bull faunus, for example, it's a complete roll of the dice. For all you know, you could be cleaning up your son's shedded snake skin. Scientists are still scratching their heads when it comes to, well, a lot about the faunus. But science isn't the real problem. It's how we all get along. Or in this case, how we don't. Seeing something that looks like you and acts like you walk out of the forest and reveal a pair of fangs can be a little upsetting. Like most things man doesn't understand, all sorts of rumors and stories surround the faunus. People avoided them like the plague, pushing them out of settlements and sometimes even hunting them down. Man began to outnumber the faunus, and the faunus began to consider man nothing more than a hostile species. Safe from the Grim was in constant short supply. But it was the Grim that finally brought humans and faunus together for the first time. A village in Sanus fell under attack, and the only reason anyone survived was because the humans and faunus united against their common enemy. It was a step in the right direction, but it didn't fix everything. Once humanity learned they weren't so different from the faunus, they still used those differences as an excuse to exploit and alienate them. The treatment of the faunus differed around the world, and things wouldn't improve much for them until the Great War. Veil and vacuo against mantle and mistral, a war unlike anyone had ever seen. And when it was over, the world was desperate to find compromises that would ensure they'd never see the likes of it again. Faunus were awarded equal rights as citizens of Remnant, and as an apology, they were given an entire continent of their own to do with as they pleased. There were some that saw this as fair and just, but many saw it for what it really was, a slap in the face from a nation of sore losers. And so Menagerie was born. There's still faunus all over the world, though the fair treatment they were promised varies in quality from place to place. But Menagerie will always be their safe haven. Here's the thing, though. You can only push and prod people so much before they reach a tipping point.
Amen.
And when you pack those people together, it just makes it all the easier for them to get organized and get even.
Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Facts, man. Look at our own history. Facts. Everything he just said at the end of that. But, man, I love these little... I love the World of Remnant. I look at them, they're just little factoids, man. Little pieces into the history and the lore of this world. And I'm here for it. I love it. But hit me up in the comments, guys. Tell me what you think. And, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more RWBY. And, I'm gonna head on out of here, man. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you like what we're doing, hit that subscribe button, man. Join the family, join the fun. Help us hit 250 by August, man. It's right around the corner. Both 250 and August. We can do it, guys. I know we can, man. I know we can. Share these videos, man. Hit them likes. Let's do it. You got this. Anyway, it's the Age of the Geek. We rule the world. Along with RWBY. Peace.